Good evening, everybody. We are back with another exciting night of Yescar 3D, kicking things off here tonight. We're already at Daytona, so we'll go to Talladega next, and it looks like we'll have it'll be Daytona, then Talladega, then Daytona, and so the Talladega will get the Splash and Dash tonight. Already got quite a few guys signed up. We're sitting about 22 drivers ish.
I got 18.
We got Kale. I won't show up to a super speedway Spicer down here in turns 3 and 4. He was actually in an official super speedway race this week, or last week I should say. I did catch him for one of the last ones at Talladega. Couldn't believe it. But he actually showed up and then made it 10 laps, and that was the end of his race. So
Sounds about right.
yeah, about accurate. For those watching us in the YouTube or Twitch world, how's the stream looking, guys? We did a bunch of changes the other day, and we're just trying some things out here. So and if you want to get in here, you've got, I don't know, about 5 to 10 minutes here. Passwords at the bottom left, just search Yescar 3D. If it's something you want to keep running, please by all means join the Discord. Link is down in the description, and that should get you in. Chase these
We
guys
got 6 minutes on the dot.
There you go.
And for those that aren't familiar with Yescar 3D, as you see all the guys circling the track right now, this is open qualifier.
Yeah, which makes it even more interesting.
You get a 0x or any contact during your lap, and your lap does not count.
Oh, we gotta fix that camera. That's not good. I'm glad I noticed that. It's really funky and very stretched out, so we'll fix that for you guys, because we don't want to miss that camera up. As we'll go here. I don't think it looks too bad. You really get a sense of the speed now. I'm really liking the changes that we made. So trying to get as much quality into the stream as we can. So we got JD McHaley in here. TV2. Next we go TV1. But no, I think we're in for some good racing tonight. We're working on a few things for intro, as well as we've got a little bit of a surprise. We'll play after this round, before we get into the first Talladega race, that I think everybody will get a good laugh over. Me and Dennis spent about an hour and a half making it.
Almost 2.
Almost 2. Let's just say me and Dennis have been playing with some AI things. So
Anyone that's been around the channel knows we like to do some fun things around here. So
very true. Very true.
Can't just be the same old, same old. We gotta change it up.
No, we gotta. I am working on a Yescar 3D intro that I think, now that we've got some songs kind of set, I think it's really gonna change the game for the intros and stuff. But that'll have to probably wait for at least a week. I gotta build all that, and you know, it takes time to record all that stuff. So hopefully we'll have something here in the next week or so. But no, we got a little surprise for Big Duke, so I know he's gonna be watching. I think it'll be funny. Hopefully everybody else thinks it's funny, because I think it's a little on the hysterical side. The damnedest things that ChatGPT will come up with, I'll tell you that. I think the hardest part was just getting something that sounded the way we wanted it to sound.
Yeah.
Keith Powell on the top of the board so far. I think that's best time.
Yeah, he's got it by 4/10.
Yeah, over Jeremy Boz. I think Jeremy's the youngest competitor in this group.
I would believe so.
If I had to guess, I just a rough guess. I don't even know if Jeremy's got a driver's license yet. Let's see, RJ sitting in 5th, Robin's 9th. I did get, we aren't going to have Joseph Went here tonight, but he did send me a solid talking point tonight. And Dennis, I'll ask you, chat, fill in where you can. You're on a road trip and stop to grab a snack and a drink. What's your go-to snack and drink for the road trip?
Gosh, I'm gonna grab me either Verner's or a cream soda for a drink.
Okay.
So ginger ale or cream soda. And then my snack wise would either be something along the lines of something gummy, so like gummy worms or Skittles gummy, something like that, or beef jerky.
What is my wife doing? My God. She tried to clean out Kale Spicer. Anyways, back to the conversation. I mean, anybody that knows me, they already know that I'm going for a Coke, like, because I swear to God, I live on that shit. But snack wise, I gotta be in like the right mindset, but usually like a Slim Jim, or if it's gonna be a long road trip, I will find like a tin of some sort of assorted flavored peanut. That's always a solid go-to.
Okay. Oh, probably my go-to actually would be Chex Mix.
I can't do it. I just can't.
I love Chex Mix.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Chex Mix, but I don't know. It just doesn't do much for me.
Normally when I'm riding in a car, my last thought is stopping to grab food.
Also true. I just want to get going and get where I need to be.
Yep.
So, how much time we got left there, Dennis?
40 seconds.
All right, there we go.
Keith's still holding that
Yeah,
pole so far.
I think a lot of guys, after they set their time, I started noticing this last week, and I don't know how I didn't notice it before because I've raced in these things. But once they get to a certain point, like if they put it on the pole or the top 5, that's it, they're done. They don't even mess with it. Because they will get points for a 0x qualifying. So that's something to remember as well. Like a lot of these guys are collecting points towards the end of the season points fund, or well, end of the year, or not end of the month. As we were watching Kale Spicer go around the road course and then disappear into oblivion. As qualifying's over here, we'll go ahead and get a few things up on the screen. All right, so our grid for tonight: Keith Powell is going to take the pole with a 42.368 over Jeremy Boz starting second. Kale Spicer on that inside lane sitting third. Joe Sullivan to his outside. RJ Hurst in 5th. Shane Brown's going to start 6th. Ryan Coven is 7th. Josh Delilah 8th. Robin's going to start 9th. We got Alan Stewart 10th. Josh Cruz is 11th. Josh Laughlin is 12th. Moving back a little bit further. Andy Collins is 13th. Paul Lawson 14th. Miguel Saldana 15th. Aaron Rolland is 16th. Ed Lee is 17th. Randy Wood is 18th. Big Duke's 19th. And Chuck Barrett is 20th. So
not a bad turnout for the first race of the night.
Nope. We usually start to see it slowly build as we go through the night, but yeah, solid turnout. We're gonna get this off screen and we'll get our track map up. Hey, look at that. My track map actually came up for once. Not sure what that's about, but hey, at least it's working, right?
Let's see if your results pull up at the end.
That's going to be the other question. They did that update and it kind of half-ass broke it. So
yeah,
not really sure what that was about. Turn Big Duke down just a little bit. I got their audio a little bit too loud in game, so just a reminder, if you haven't watched this before, Keith's actually going to pull forward of the entire group. It is a Delaware double Dutch restart, essentially. So Keith will pull ahead of the group. He can start in the middle. He can start at the bottom. He can start at the top. It doesn't matter. But he will control the start for this. And then we'll see how racing goes. Does all hell break loose? Or do we actually get some clean running in?
my answer is yes to the first one.
All hell's gonna break loose.
It's
Daytona.
I say this every week. Daytona, it's narrower, not a lot of track to really spread out. So,
Talladega does seem to stay cleaner. Obviously, the dash, the splash and dash is always clean, or for the most part. But Daytona, the first one of the night, we always see a big one. The question is do we see it? Do we see it on the start of the second lap, or do we see it on the white flag lap? Where's that gonna come at, right?
lap 1.
You think so?
Yeah. If I am a guessing man and a betting man, I'm gonna say lap 1.
That's fair. All right. Well, Keith's going to lead us to the line. Pace car is going to duck off here in a second, and the chaos will ensue.
Pace car's gonna jump down pit lane here.
Yep. Goes on green. We're off. Keith's going to drop
Good restart by both lanes there.
Yeah, Keith dropped down to cover Kale, which was a smart move because I think Kale started first gear. Jeremy Bond's going to try to bring Joe Sullivan forward on the outside lane, but Joe Sullivan going to push it 3 wide early and get Boz out of the way.
Jeremy slides in 2x2 down the back stretch.
Look who's moved into third on that bottom lane. That's RJ Hurst in the bottom lane. Robin gonna try and come with him. We'll see how far she makes it tonight. She hates these cars. But Keith leads off of turn number 4, headed for the line.
Oh, got a wreck in the back.
It looks like
Couple
Miguel
cars
back
around.
there. See if we can't follow him and do a kind of a chase deal here.
Oh, Keith is loose.
Yep,
In front
Keith's
of Kale.
4 wide almost down into turn number 2.
They sorted out their 2x2. Sullivan sneaks out to the lead. Keith in second. Jeremy's holding third.
Doing pretty
RJ's
solid.
looking underneath them. Nothing there yet. Here comes Keith to the bottom side of Joe.
Yeah, where do we see this crash happen? Because you know it's coming as we get ready to take the white flag.
Oh, RJ's
There's
tight.
one in the wall.
Robin's tight. They're 4 wide. They're wrecking mid-pack.
Josh Cruz wound up in the wall back there, head on.
Sullivan and Kale on the outside lane going into 1.
Can Keith pull off the win and start the trifecta early?
He's got to get Jeremy Tuck up behind him here.
RJ still has a real good shot as somebody shove it up the middle.
That's the 11 of Joshua.
Josh Delilah.
Yep. Oh, he's
Oh,
on the
Sullivan
back of
covers.
Joe. He's
Who-
on his bumper. They're tight. They're in the wall. RJ
Who's-
spinning the back.
Joe Sullivan brings it home. That was a hell of a move in 3 and 4. That was wild. That was wild. I want to see. We're going to come back and look at Josh Cruz. This was that wreck before the start of the white flag. We'll go TV1 on this. They just get tight.
I don't think Josh realized that the 21 had a nose on the outside of the 6 there.
Yeah, I don't even think he had a chance. And then the run to the checkered flag, we saw Sullivan drop it down across the front of the 11 through turn 4, which is kind of ballsy. RJ getting spun in the back. Sullivan brings home the win, so come back live. Yeah, of course, it's not going to work again tonight. So Joe Sullivan's going to be your winner. Josh Delilah is going to come home second. Cale Spicer third. Keith Powell fourth. Stewart is fifth. Boz sixth. Coven seventh. Wood is eighth. Big Duke finishes ninth. Robin finishing 10th. So yeah, I mean, so far, great racing. But I'm surprised that Robin actually finished 10th place or higher.
Yeah, I got on my results. I got Robin 8th.
Let's pull it up here because I feel like this is screwed. Yeah, Robin's 8th. I don't know why the towers got it messed up. So a couple few things mixed up. I don't know if some guys wound up with incident points that DQ'd him there, but yeah, Robin coming home in 8th. So not a bad start to the night.
No.
All
Race
right,
one done.
Race one's done. In the books. We'll save that. We'll move on. All right. Yep. So the next one is up. Jump in as a spectator. Passwords on screen if anybody wants to get in. The only thing that they ask is afterward, make sure that you join the Discord. So. Joe, I'm surprised that you pulled that one off, buddy. I thought you were a dead man there going through 4. Yeah, we already got
for sure you were gonna get loose cutting across his nose.
So we got B3 in here, and I don't know if anybody saw B3's TikTok earlier today. He found out you can clear the fence at Daytona in the tri-oval. That car had some hang time. If you ain't seen it, go check it out. But it was a wild ride. So, all right. There we go. Finally starting to load in the rest of the way. Why are you biting your nails, dear? Are you nervous? Did you get wrecked by someone? All right. So we said we had a little surprise. We worked on something for quite a while today. Dennis, you want to kind of tell them what it is before I hit play here?
So we were messing with the AI songs and found we went to ChatGPT and had ChatGPT look up old Big Duke, and let's just say we made something for old Big Duke.
I think this is pretty good. So we'll go ahead and play it over the sound of the screen audio here. So I'll go ahead and kick that on. You guys can listen to this for a couple of minutes while we're qualifying.
Saturday night, saw a mullet in a ball cap bathing neon light. He's yelling about racing and chugging sweet tea. Said if you ain't wide open, then you ain't like me. He's got the sleeveless shirt and them pit road shades. Talks louder than a Chevy with the cat's uncaged. From the front porch swing to the victory lane, when Big Duke speaks, the world goes insane. 'Cause Big Duke ain't lifting, screaming let's go Ratzin', like you never heard before. He's the king of the TikTok, Southern pride on display, waving flags, cracking jokes, yelling America all day. Yeah, Big Duke ain't shy, he's the voice of the crew. If you don't know the name, well now you do. He's Big Duke. Woo! He'll hype you up like a crew chief does, roast your minivan just because. Got lawnmower laps in the backyard, dirt spins, donuts and boots, and a cut-off shirt. From NASCAR tracks to the comment section, he's leading the charge in the redneck connection. He's an uncle at the cookout with a megaphone, but somehow you laugh 'cause he feels like home. 'Cause Big Duke ain't lifting, screaming let's go Ratzin', like you've never heard before. He's the king of the TikTok, Southern pride on display, waving flags, cracking jokes, yelling America all day. Yeah, Big Duke ain't shy, he's the voice of the crew. If you don't know the name, well now you do. He's Big Duke. Woo! He'll say, hold my beer, I got something to say, then drop more one-liners than Daytona on race days. Raw, he's loud, but he's real as it gets. The patrons ain't a burnouts and bad mechanics wrenches. Y'all ever send it so hard your lawn chair flips? That's called commitment, son. Let's go! Big Duke ain't lifting, pedal down to the floor, screaming fire it up, boys, like a thunderstorm roar. He's the hero of the homies, making every day fun. From the track to the timeline, the green flags on. Yeah, Big Duke's our guy, flying red, white, and blue. If you roll with the Duke, he'll roll with you. He's Big Duke. Hey, let's go racing. Let's go racing. Big Duke. Woo!
All right, well, that's what we came up with. I thought it was pretty good. Like I said, we got some other stuff for the intro we're working on, but I think it'll be pretty comical. Right now, Joe Sullivan top of the board. Not by a lot though. He's only a 10th over Spicer. So,
And they're 4/10 off of pole last race.
I believe so. Yeah, this
They were
track's
down
bigger.
to threes.
All right. How much time we got left, Dennis?
4 minutes.
All right. So 4 more minutes if anybody wants to get in. Password's on the screen. Like I said, the only thing they ask, join the Discord. Discord link's down below. You'll see that in the description over on YouTube. So dude, I'm really liking the way that the settings have really set off the graphics here. Like
Yeah.
doing some homework and figuring some things out, it's really starting to look good. So which brings me to another point for the chat. We'll have pretty much have new hardware. If I can pull it off, we'll have all new hardware by the time we go live next Saturday for Yescar 3D. So that should we should be able to do a few more things with that, with some faster RAM and things of that nature, especially with a motherboard that can run a 14th gen Intel processor a little bit better too. So and don't forget, tomorrow night we've got the 1 year anniversary of Fast Car. Like, I can't believe it's been that quick. So we'll have racing starting at about 6 o'clock. Why does it crash? Just keep taking me back to RJ. But we'll have practice opening at 6 for the slow car guys. It'll be a double length race for everything. So 50 for slow car, 80 for fast car. Big announcement coming during that. So Joe, to answer your question, we'll be 87s at Talladega. So what kind of spawned the whole thing? We're headed back to, I guess you could say, headed back to the homeland with Talladega and the 87s. But like I said, we've got an announcement coming during that, so you'll want to pay attention because it will affect a lot of things, some plans for a lot of people moving forward. And I think it's going to add a different level of excitement, if that makes sense, without giving too much away. So Sullivan still holds the pole.
Yep, got a minute 20 left. And then there is about a minute runoff between the checkered here and when they start gridding. So they do get, if you start your lap, you'll be able to finish it.
Yeah. Let me check the 3D points really quick while we're waiting, because that'll be a thing to watch out for. So far, Big Duke is top of the pole, or top of the board right now. He's about 100 up over Keith. So, man, how are these guys letting the admins beat them? Come on, y'all. One guy we don't got tonight, we don't have Rickle. He's sitting out tonight. You know, he says he got a turkey that he's got to take care of because it's Canadian Thanksgiving. I said that's unacceptable.
That is unacceptable.
I mean, Rickle, you should be in here. I know you're watching at home. Obviously, Joe Wentz not in here tonight, so there's going to be some shakeup in the points, I do believe, as we go forward. So, surprised we haven't seen Korn show up yet. You know, he got that win last week, so. No, dear, I did not see the 28 car.
Got about 45 seconds until they start gridding.
Yep. So I think, unless something goes real wild, I think Joe's going to take this thing home. Any bets on if B3 goes flying over the fence tonight?
Oh, it's always a possibility.
Anything's a possibility. Ed Lee said that they pushed off Thanksgiving supper till Monday so he can race tomorrow night. That's commitment. That is commitment. I love it. I love it.
You know, it's true love when you got family members that will postpone a family event,
right,
and it's in a holiday for a hobby.
Oh shit, well, let's get our grid up here. We got Joe Sullivan on the pole with a 43,797. Cale Spicer, another fellow Canadian, he's gonna put it in second place. I wonder if he's gonna miss Thanksgiving dinner tomorrow night to come run fast car with us. We'll see. Robin's gonna start. Wait, Robin's starting third.
Robin is starting third.
Okay, Keith Powell's going to start fourth. Josh Laughlin is going to start fifth. Josh Cruz sixth. Ryan Coven seventh. Travis Trussell is eighth. Aaron Rollins going to start ninth. RJ Hurst starting 10th. Joe Cherry is going to start 11th. B3 going to start 12th. Moving back a little bit further, Shane Brown is 13th. Big Duke's 14th. Andy Collins 15th. Randy Wood is 16th. Paul Lawson 17th. Miguel Saldana 18th. Josh Delilah is 19th. Edward Lee is going to start 20th. Alan Stewart's 14th. Jeremy Boz is 22nd. James Phillips 23rd. And Double D is our race control, so he doesn't count. We throw him to the wolves. Chuck Barrett's going to start 24th. Robert Lovell 26th. So we are getting a few more guys in here almost every race. So we'll get our track map. So we've talked about this, at the start of the broadcast. Talladega is quite a bit wider. Things can go a little bit easier. So I don't know when we'll see that big one, if we see the big one, until close to the end. That is all right. So again, double Dutch restart. Joe Sullivan's gonna pick his spot. Top, bottom, middle, it doesn't matter. So
Where do you think you see the big wreck this time?
oh, somewhere in the tri-oval. It always happens at Talladega that way.
You think lap 2 or lap 3?
Lap 2. Somebody's gonna shove it to the bottom thinking that it's gonna work, and it's gonna go off like a bomb. That's my guess. Yeah, that's my guess. So do we think Robin has a top 10 here? Anybody in chat got any picks? She hates this car, so anything's possible.
I think she can get another top 5. I think starting up here, she's got a chance at a top 5.
Well, the only problem is, I guarantee you she's going to start that car in second gear instead of first. That's the only thing that I can see going to be a problem. So
yeah, she doesn't have the experience in this to do the quick shift.
Well, she's got paddles.
Yeah.
Like, if she had a regular rig, I'd get her a shifter and it would be less of a problem. But with the paddles,
she did like the sequentials from.
Oh, I know. That one bit me in the hand, by the way. I forgot to tell you about that. That shit hurt. All right, Sullivan's going to bring us to the green. So you've got the long walk all the way to the restart zone, and then we can get this thing fired off. Green flags in the air. I mean, Robin, even with a second gear start, that wasn't bad.
No, I think that actually worked for her, as Big Duke's getting held up by someone in the back.
I was going to say, I see B3 must have missed a shift or something. Yep, they're wrecking in the back.
Robin's holding third.
Yeah, we'll see.
2 by 2 behind her, but the front 3 are out on their own.
And we'll have to see what happens here. Uh-oh, somebody said something about a shifter problem.
That was B3.
Yep. We're going to make it through turn 1, I think, without the big one.
Jeez, oh, Pete, Keith and Cruz just full in that outside lane.
Well, that middle lane, we know it. It hooks up and it goes. So Robin's falling back. Josh Cruz to the lead on the bottom side. They're wide with Keith Powell. I kind of wonder, is that one of those times where Keith says no? I have to make the joke. Cale Spicer going to make it 3, almost 4 wide down into turn number 3. Spicer to the lead for a moment.
Cruz is fighting back on that bottom. They're coming to the white flag this time. They're 2 by 2 through the first 3 rows.
I would expect some wild stuff to happen here in a minute.
What does Robin do? She's sitting in a pretty good seat, third car on the inside lane.
Man, I think I just run right where she's at, wait for that tri-oval, and dive that sucker to the bottom.
Ooh, Cruz is loose.
Sullivan moves Cruz!
Robin makes it through.
Robin's in second! She's
That's
got a chance at a win! Yeah, that is huge.
You got Joe, Robin, and Josh, top 3.
You know
Robin's
he's gonna
there.
block. Does she go high? Does she go low? Does she move him? What's she gonna do?
She
Down
looks
through
high.
the tri-oval. She goes high around the outside.
Josh is going to the
They
bottom.
make
They make contact.
Joe got the win. Robin takes second by .005 at the line.
Wow.
I think my wife is lying to me about the hating this car. We're gonna roll this back. We're just gonna watch it. I thought that Josh was gonna cause him to dip to the bottom, and Robin was gonna sneak around the outside because they make contact right
The
there.
bump pushes him forward.
She needed to
I think
get to.
without that contact, Robin clears him.
I think you're right.
I think without that contact, Robin edges him out, but that contact propelled him
We're
forward
gonna-
about half a car length.
We're gonna roll that back and catch it from the blimp here. I mean, it's just a solid move. And Joe, I mean, Joe's got plenty of time in this car. Oh, that's why Delilah wound up underneath Joe's car. That's why he was able to go forward and not move sideways like what we've seen before. So
Yeah, Josh was trying not to wreck him.
mhm.
So he tried squaring up the hit instead of just
Moving him.
turning him.
You know, so here's another question. Sullivan moved Cruz in this one. Does Cruz come back and move Sullivan? I mean, Joe's got 2 so far. He's got a chance at the trifecta. So anything's possible. So we'll head over to the next one though. And inward we go. Get into this race. My keyboard. Oh, that's fun. I love when my iPad's in like the perfect place and it pushes on the keys. I really need to get the keyboard tray for this rig so that way we can get rid of the TV tray next to me. That'd be really nice. RJ's got a replay for us. RJ, does it come from the same replay that I just saved?
Yeah, because that's so. We already have it.
I have the replay. For those that don't know, I've been working on. I kind of decided to go and start working on my my crashes and hilarity again. It's going to take a different form. I don't want to give too much away, but you'll have the first one in over a year. That'll be out Monday, and it was fun to make for once, because there isn't a ton of stuff to it, if that makes sense. But it's mainly fast paced. So I think everybody's gonna like it. But if you're a member of the channel already, though, you can already have access to it. You've had access since yesterday. So if you haven't watched it yet, go watch it. But it opens to everybody else on Monday. So
If you want early access to stuff, get that membership.
there you go. So looking at the points so far, Big Duke hasn't updated him yet. Waiting to see him update. Okay, let's get this up on screen so we can tell who we're looking at. set that to
This
exciting.
auto clear is so nice.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure it makes life really easy. And I'm pretty sure that's why I started to glitch there for a second coming out of turn number 2. I'm pretty sure the auto clear was a going and I wasn't able to do anything. So
Yeah. Yeah, when it
I
mass clears, it's
yeah, we need to send that to iRacing because it's weird. This isn't the only series that's pulled that off, so but all right, I'm gonna step away for 2 seconds to go use the restroom, so I will return in just a minute.
alrighty. Oh. So how's everyone in chat doing tonight? I'm doing good, James. Yeah, it's race control. It's not too bad. Definitely when you have software that makes it easy. Before we found this software called iRace Control, it definitely made it a pain. But finding little things to help you out, it definitely makes a difference.
All right. Ugh. We got a few guys getting a little wild there off of turn 3. I gotta look at something because I thought I caught something in that race, and I don't see that person yet in race. Actually, I might have to ask James, did you run the Legends Racing Network paint scheme on a Pontiac? I was just curious because I'm pretty sure I saw it. Dan, these are 87s. Yescar 3D is nothing but 87s. So, but I thought that's what I saw. I appreciate it. I'm actually going to tweak that paint scheme a little bit and I'll add a QR code to it. So I'll have an update for it here soon, but we got a QR code made because there was a bunch of people asking about it. And I'll just talk about it here. If you're an 87s driver and this is your deal, definitely join the Legends Racing Network Discord. I kind of spun it up as an unofficial Discord to the 87s, and it's, I think, and Dennis, correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like it's kind of helping participation a little bit.
It is, because we're getting guys that want to run the series. We've had a lot of questions from guys that are overseas that don't get a chance to run the big splits. So getting them the time when most participation is, that's helping these guys out as well. And it's cool to see the community even talk through stuff.
Right. So it kind of it's nice to have those guys be able to go, hey, does anybody want to go racing, and they can get an actual official or get going. So, but anything that has anything to do with 87's racing, whether it's hosteds, leagues, official stuff, we talked some schedule stuff. I try to keep the schedule talk in, like if it's vote stuff, I'm gonna keep that over in the forum. But I don't mind if guys talk schedule. We try to have at least a discussion, and I'm very transparent with what I post in there and what I post over in the forum. And I think that the schedule stuff went really smooth this year, or well, for this next season. I mean, I didn't see a lot of infighting about things. So, I'm gonna look and see if we've got updated points yet. I think the points are still the same, so no updated points quite yet. So we should have points after this race, I do believe. Dan, I wouldn't have raced a Thunderbird Turbo Coupe either. The street version was not the same as what the guys had on track, that's for sure.
I can't get a chance to go down and see my dad riding his new Thunderbird.
That thing looks sweet. I mean, the interior looks absolutely mint.
That's even if he's gonna want me to sit in it.
So Robin's out here trying to put in a fast lap. I asked her, because I was upstairs for a minute. I said, you have a 0X there coming across the line? And Joe Sullivan's going to hate me for what I'm about to say. And she goes, yeah. I said, next time, door the piss out of him. That would have been her only hope. To door him and then move away instantly to the outside. I think that's the only way she would have had a chance.
Yeah, but doesn't she get like 43 points for a 0X finish?
39.
39.
Yep. So she's had 2 0X finishes the last two races. Joe, she was close. That was really close, man. And I kind of looked at her and go, you're lying to me about running this car. Oh, we'll get our fastest lap up on screen, so we've got it. I think if Josh would have went with her, Joe, I think it would have been all over.
Yep.
Yeah, like Joe just said, the bump saved him.
Yeah, that bump propelled him half a car length, and that he won by a bumper.
Yeah. Not a lot of guys still out turning laps.
There's 30 seconds till grid, so
yeah. All right. Josh Cruz doing a burnout. We have the 16 of Robert Lovell.
he's not gonna make a lap.
Nope, he's gonna barely get out of pit road, really. Robin's gonna go ahead and park it. She disappeared like the time machine. When that baby hit 88 miles an hour, you saw some serious shit, mainly smoke. Big Duke, it is one heck of a points battle so far. So let's get our grid up on screen. Travis Trussell going to put it on the pole with a 42.039. Joe Sullivan's going to be the next row back. Cale Spicer is going to be third. Keith Powell fourth. Josh Cruz is fifth. Man, do we see him move Joe Sullivan this time? The tables have turned here. Jeremy Boz starting sixth. Josh Laughlin is going to start seventh. Randy Woods eighth. Shane Brown ninth. Andy Collins is 10th. Miguel Saldana is 11th. RJ Hurst 12th. Moving back a little bit further. Robin's going to start 13th. Ryan Coven 14th. Brian Kearney B3 starting 15th. Josh Delilah 16th. Ed Lee starting 17th. Paul Lawson is 18th, Big Duke 19th, Alan Stewart is 20th, Aaron Rollin 21st, Chuck Barrett 22nd, and Robert Lovell is 23rd. And we can get this off screen this time. So, I mean, as Josh says, nah, I ain't gonna move him. I have to play the storylines here, Josh.
Play along.
But you know, we're back at Daytona. Things are tighter.
Yep.
Do we see like we saw at Talladega, where we went quite a ways before the big one, or do we see chaos lap 1 or lap 2?
I think, well, the first Daytona race, we had a decent sized one with Josh Cruz on lap 2 coming to the white. But nothing real big. Like, that was a decent one, but not a big one, as we've seen weeks prior.
I mean, anything's possible, but you know, a lot of these guys that we're seeing in the top of this qualifying, you know, a lot of them run the car on a regular basis. You know, you and I have raced against the top, well, probably about the top 4 for sure. You know, and every
on a
time,
regular.
yeah, each one of them gives us fits. So Big Duke says all eyes on me. You got to go back and listen to that song that we played in between races, bud. You're going to laugh. But yeah, I mean, with the way this is, it kind of flips the know-how of the car on its lid, because now you got fresh tires. It's anybody's shot.
Yep.
So
yeah, instead of playing the long game of a 40 or 50 lap race, you get 3 laps.
Yep. And that starts right now. We're off. We'll see if B3 misses a shift this time. I hope not.
Kale and Spicer, or Kale got a great launch, and so did Joe.
Joe's got no help from behind. I would not be surprised to see Josh Cruz say, "Do it yourself." I'm going with these guys.
Nope. Oh,
he thought about it for a second.
There it is. Now he's on peak out there.
Yep. Well, I think he kind of realizes if I want to go, I'm gonna have to move around. I'm not gonna be able to stay on the bottom line. It's 3 laps. You don't have a choice. You're gonna have to muscle guys out of the way to get your run. Oh,
Kale moves.
Kale moved Trussell.
Oh, big wreck.
Holy cow, they're flipping. That's gonna ruin that one for Joe Sullivan.
Got Josh Cruz, Kale Spicer, and Travis Trussell. Your top 3 makes it through. Randy Wood sitting 4th, and Shane Brown 5th.
I see Robin even made it through. We'll have to go back and look at that.
Can the second pack here catch up to the front 3?
I think if you're the front 3, you're smart to hook up. We'll see if Kale blows right on around him, since he's got Travis Trussell, but Josh Cruz going to throw a block. Kale going to go underneath him. It's kind of ironic. Kale driving the Hardee's looking paint scheme at Daytona, where we saw Cale Yarborough flip that same exact car here in 1984. Or 83. I'm sorry. Last lap. Cruz has still got a shot. He's going to need
4th and 5th.
They've caught him. Yeah, they've caught him. Cruz is going to need every trick in the book to move Kale off that line.
Wood's looking high. Round 3rd's not there yet.
Oh, we see the Sunkist car to the bottom. Believe that's Wood.
Yep. Wood's underneath Trussell.
Josh is he's gonna need all the help he can get coming off the corner to have a shot at Kale, but Kale's up by about a half a car length. I don't think it's gonna happen.
No. Battle for second. Cruz gets second. Kale gets first.
Yep. We'll get the gap up on screen. There we go. Got him by .086. and then Randy Wood coming in third there. Big Duke up to 6th by the end. Robbins 7th. B3 finishes 11th. Joe Sullivan, your past 2 winner, 13th. We're gonna go back and I want to take a look at that because that was absolutely chaos. Yeah, I'm trying to find it here. Give me just a second.
Lap 1, 3, and 4.
I think it was right here. Oh, we're gonna find Joe Sullivan so that way we can see exactly what happened there.
Joe goes for a ride.
Yeah, he does. Joe tries to shove it 3, and it looks like Jeremy Boz winds up with Keith underneath him, and it just kind of sets the whole thing in motion.
Yeah, they just all like 3 cars going for the same spot. And
dude, so Joe Sullivan hit Josh Cruz and Travis Trussell, and they still keep going. Jeremy Boz just flips like crazy.
that
Keith,
is why I don't have VR.
Yeah, no, Keith was in it. RJ's in it. The 11 hit the inside pit wall. Keith's going to come back up the track. Joe's still flipping. Keith doing everything he can to save it. He's going to get clipped by the 93 right here. My God, just carnage. Oh, and then he gets ARCA braked by the 14 of Alan Stewart. My God, Keith turned into a pinball. That man bounced off of everything. Kitchen sink and all.
Everything?
Everything. Damn, that's rough. Well, like I said, Cale Spicer, your winner. So we'll see if he can keep that momentum rolling as we go over to Talladega for the last one of the night. Man, I got some good hits to start using for this this intro. So
Yes, you do.
I think it's gonna be some good stuff. All right, headed into the last one. Well, let's see while we're loading in if we got updated points. We do. We have updated points, so I will share those as we're loading in. I'm going to pull those right onto screen so everybody can kind of see what's up. Big Duke leading the points. Keith Powell sitting in second. Josh Delilah third. Shane Brown's fourth. Alan Stewart up 2 spots to fifth. Jeremy Boz up 2 spots as well. Kyle Wilson dropping back to 7th so far. Paul Lawson is 8th. So yeah, it's definitely turning into an interesting points battle between Keith and Big Duke here. So I think she did drive under Sullivan there, Diggs. I wouldn't be surprised.
She did.
They do have damage off. So that does help some things. All right. So there we go. Get some driver information up on screen. So this will be the splash and dash. So this will be the last one for the night. 8 laps, 5 laps of fuel. So you got to pit. No pit road speed limit, which makes things even more interesting. So we'll see how that plays out as the race goes on. You're not going to be able to make it unless you pit lap 4, I think is what we determined, right, Dennis?
We've seen a couple people make it on lap 3.
It's real close.
Yeah, 3 coming to 4.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to pit 2 coming to 3. You won't make it. So
yeah.
Well,
And this is where the strategy of where do you want to sit in the line comes to play.
yeah, like, do you want to sit? Do you want to be at the back of qualifying so that way you know where your pit box is, or do you want to be at the top and go, okay, I'm at the end of pit road? But I feel like being at the start of pit road, it forces you to get to normal speed limit. And then you've got all that time to power off. And unlike an official, these guys are able to just pull it back up on the track. So,
Yeah, this is where the muscle memory
oh yeah,
fights you.
Yep.
Because you want to slow down, you want to whoa up, but you don't need to. We've seen a lot of different and differing strategies in these races. And I think not one strategy has been king. Like we've seen it from where you pit on three come into four and you win. We've seen it where people wait until the last minute to come in, splash and dash and go and win. So it's
I think
playing it.
I think with the splash and dash, it's tougher, right? Like anybody's strategy can work. It's just all about when you catch the guys that are still out and can get the draft and get up to speed. That's the big key thing.
Yeah.
So we're gonna set for crashes. Let's see if we can't pick anything up. Got a couple of guys trying to manage, you know, where do I got to hit the brakes to get onto pit road, that sort of thing.
Yep. Yeah, you'll see a lot of people practicing their full speed pit road entry because this is probably the only time these guys do this.
Yeah.
So twice a week.
Yeah, you're gonna get twice a week, maybe 3 if you're in fast car, but the chance of fast car going full length green, that's pretty slim.
Pretty slim.
So
we've had it happen more than I thought it would.
Yep. 6 more minutes to get into the race if you want to get in here. Passwords on screen. I'd love to see the numbers start to really come up on these and we start seeing 30, 35 cars. I think that would be a blast.
Yeah, I mean, from when we started, we've already seen the numbers climb.
Yeah, no, definitely. I remember being in a couple of these when Keith and Big Duke first started these, and you'd have I think they had like 40 cars, like, and it was just chaos, and it was like I got wrecked. It was a 3-lap race. It was fun. Move on, you know.
Yep.
So. And then if I remember correctly, and I'm just going to double check the Discord, the 3D Light series runs on Wednesday night, I do believe. So the third was Wednesday, correct? Or is it Thursday?
I'd have the calendar. Today's the 12th.
Unless that was last weekend. Just look at, because I know it's in here somewhere. I was pretty sure that Light was the 7th. So it's Tuesday nights. So you should see light back on the 14th. So if you're in the Discord, look for that. Same kind of concept. So, man, Robin's not been lucky with getting a good draft going. So she's gonna be.
I think she's practicing her pit road entry.
That's what I'm seeing right now. Her and RJ are headed down pit road.
Yeah, I don't think she's too worried about her starting spot. Which
Did
this one isn't, with it being 8 laps instead of a 3-lap dash. You can start in the back and you still have a chance. Whereas
Right.
3-lap dash, you have to fight through a whole field in 3 laps. It's a lot harder challenge.
Exactly. So. Oh man. Another thing to note, and I know I should probably talk about it, or otherwise my wife will probably disown me. We got Robin's Tata Dega 200 coming up the last weekend of October. The goal is to hit 30 entries. If she hits 30 entries for that event, she's gonna dye her hair pink before, well in advance of the event. For breast cancer awareness, there is a cash payout to the drivers, top 3 plus best paint. And anything that we raise money-wise is going to go to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. Something that Robin's done for quite a while outside of the iRacing realm. And we thought, you know what, why not bring it to iRacing and see what we can do with it. So right now I think I got 21 drivers signed up, 15 paid, so we're getting close for her to dye her hair pink. So and we'll actually make sure that she's on stream for it. You'll see her hair, so that way everybody knows that she dyed her hair pink this month. If you want any info regarding that, reach out to me. I can get you the invite over to her Discord server that we're running it out of. So. Watching Ryan Coven here. Josh Cruz top of the board right now. Robin sitting 14th. Just looking. Spicer's second. How much time we got left here, Dennis?
About 50 seconds.
Let's see if Joe Sullivan puts in a decent lap here. He's been drafting pretty good with these guys. Still a 44.303. Yeah, Robin's still practicing. Oh, God, and RJ turned her.
Shun the non-believer.
Shun. Which way did he go, George? Which way did he go? She go that way.
She go that way.
Oh, man. Looks like that's it for qualifying. RJ, how you gonna send her like that, man? All right, let's get our grid up on the board. Josh Cruz gonna bring it home first place for pole. Kale Spicer's gonna be to the outside starting P2. We've got Joe Sullivan starting third. Randy Wood is fourth. Travis Tressel is fifth. Shane Brown sixth. Paul Lawson seventh. Keith Powell's eighth. Brian Coven starting ninth. Brian Kearney gonna start 10th. Big Duke gonna start 11th. Alan Stewart is 12th. Moving back a little bit further. RJ Hurst gonna start 13th. Robin starting 14th. Miguel Sildana is in 15th. Josh Lambert 16th. Ed Lee is gonna start in 17th. Aaron Rolland 18th. Jeremy Boz 19th. Marcus Smalden's 20th. Josh Delilah 21st. Chuck Barrett 22nd. Josh Laughlin is 23rd. Robert Lovell 24th. And that is our entire grid for tonight. So, you know,
Had over 20 cars all 4 races.
yeah, that's actually pretty solid. We'll get this thing on gap, turn this guy off. You know, this one's going to come down to strategy more. So we'll see what happens. Will we see somebody from the back wind up at the front because they played the strategy a little bit better?
It's very possible.
Yeah.
I know old Big Duke's really good at this style racing.
Yes.
He's starting mid-pack.
Yep. And usually the last few times we broadcast, he started at the back. So it's gonna change some things, guys. Like mid-pack with a dive down pit road. I think he's got a real good shot at really walking the field here. The things that get said in voice chat and you just kind of scratch your head.
I was just thinking the same thing.
I don't even know if Big Duke realized what he said there, but that was funny.
I'm pretty sure he's well aware.
Oh, man. I heard that. Oh, man.
If you're not having fun, what are you doing?
Josh, are you already in her Discord? You actually just get with me after the race, so it's fine. James, you clearly haven't seen Gary go flying through the grass before then.
There's a reason we call him the lawnmower.
The fastest lawnmower on the track. So, all right. Josh Cruz sending messages from the pole position. Pretty impressive, actually.
There's some of these guys that can put full messages mid-pack, and I don't know how.
I can't.
I can't focus enough to tell you what I need to say, let alone make it actually happen.
All right, pace car's off. Josh Cruz has got the long walk to the other side of the tri-oval. Let's see if he can get it done. He's got 8 laps to do it. Remember, 5 laps of fuel in these things. You don't want to run out. That's for damn sure. So, green flags in the air. We're off.
Good launch from both lanes.
Yeah, Spicer going to drop in behind Joe Sullivan there. But everybody started just fine. I'm looking at you, B3. Everybody had a good start. We'll see where the chaos ensues, but about the top 7 single filed right out.
Normally we see that a lot more in these races. They'll single out, they'll start saving that fuel.
Yep.
As I say that, we got a couple people looking to the outside lane here.
But the 3 series regulars in the 87s, 1, 2, 3 right now. Still 2x2 for the most part as we head down into 1. Don't really see any 3 wide yet.
Not this time around, but 2 laps, we'll start seeing people break for pit road.
Yep.
That's where you gotta start thinking way ahead. You gotta be, this is only an 8-lap race, but you're planning 2-3 laps ahead. Where do I need to be? What line do I need to be in? Where do I need to be established to make that pit stop? That is a key thing.
Oh, 100%. As we're looking at Cale Spicer, headed to the lead right now. You know, you don't see a lot of these guys moving around too much because you're not going to have tires to put on. So you really don't want to burn them up getting on and off pit road. You don't want to burn them up before you get to pit road. you just kind of got to ride a little bit and pray for the best, right?
We got one spinning in the back. Looks like B3 got collected in that one.
I think, yes. I think we caught him swatting the wall just a little bit right there. Now might be the good time for him to come down pit road since he's back far enough. As we see Kale Spicer headed down pit road as I'm trying to catch you. God dang it.
You got your first group down pit road.
Oh, we got one out in the middle of the grass, two in the middle of the grass. Kale hits it spot on. So Josh Cruz, your leader out in front, he's being hounded by Randy Wood on that outside. We'll see if these guys...
2x2 down the back stretch.
We'll see if that bottom lane peels off and heads down pit road this time. You know who had a damn good pit stop and isn't far off the back of somebody? RJ Hirsch pitted with Kale Spicer and he's out right behind him.
Got another group peeling off this
Oh,
lap.
Keith
Ooh.
missed pit road entry. Cruz is
Cruz
sideways.
is locking up.
He swats the wall. Does he hit his pit box? Nope. That takes Josh Cruz out of it. So Kale Spicer, RJ Hurst, theoretically 1 and 2, while we have we've got this whole group behind him bearing down, getting ready to hit pit road, I do believe. That's Shane Brown, your leader on the bottom in the Folgers car. We'll see how many of these guys come this time. I gotta imagine with them holding the bottom.
Oh, we got one out of fuel.
Oh,
Big
Duke is gonna send it. He flung that sucker down pit road.
He makes his box clean.
Yep. Kale and RJ coming through turns 3 and 4 right now. They've got Joe Sullivan behind them. We'll see how close this is going to be when they come out. I see the 83 of Randy Wood already moving. Alan Stewart out in front of them. You should see that group coming at speed. You see Joe and Kale just hitting the start-finish line. So they've got a little ways to go to get to these guys. It's going to be very close. It will be very, very, very close here. Yep, there's Kale and RJ. Oh, God, Keith having another tough break. Looks like Big Duke, Randy Wood up to speed already as Kale and RJ are catching them in a hurry.
They're forcing Kale to swing it wide. It's going to kill his momentum that he did have.
Yep. I think Kale should have stayed mid right there. Randy Wood going to throw a block. So we've got about a 6-car battle up front. If Joe Sullivan creeps into this picture, it's going to get really interesting, I believe, and he is catching. These guys are playing games. Joe Sullivan's flat out. He's almost got their draft. He's only about a 10th off of it. As we've got 2 laps to go here. Randy Wood, your leader. Kale Spicer on the outside. Kale gets a little bit of the wall. Big Duke going to go to the bottom. RJ's going to go with him. Look who else has joined the fray. Robin's in the mix too. Kale up to the wall.
Keeps it straight though.
Yep.
Coming to the white flag this time. This is anyone's race in this top pack.
Dude, I think Robin and Kale are sitting in the catbird seat. Big Duke hanging on to it right now, but he's got everybody all over him. RJ's just looking for the spot.
Don't forget, Joe's in a chance for some money here.
Joe's got a shot at some cash with the trifecta. Big Duke blocks RJ. RJ goes back to the high side. Man, Big Duke is mirror driving that boy.
And here comes Joe. RJ pushes up the hill.
He's going to come back down. He's going to have to make a run. Big Duke's got a little bit of a gap. RJ's going to shove it to the bottom. Does he move Big Duke?
They bump.
Oh my God, who got that?
I don't know. I got RJ.
RJ got that?
I got RJ got it by 0.002, 2,000.
Holy shit, that was close. Wow. Yeah, because our software shows that Big Duke got it. That was close. We're gonna come back and look at that because that was nuts. That was absolutely nuts. Did you just hear RJ?
I did.
We're gonna come back. We'll look at this from a couple of angles. I just gotta get it. There we go. So let's go from the blimp first. We'll run it back slow so we can see everything that happens. You know, RJ's got Sullivan right behind him. And I mean, he did the smart play. He threw it to the bottom, right where I would. Big Duke covers it quite well. And unfortunately, RJ's already got the run, so they make contact instantly. That's going to shove Big Duke back up. And I don't know how this worked out, but he gets a shot from the 83. And then Joe clips Big Duke. And I just want to walk this back a little bit because I want to look at the photo finish cam of how close this really was. I mean, he's got him by half a fender. That's it. That is absolutely it. I mean, that is just close. So
That is close.
I don't know how, like, wow. Go back again. We'll go on board with RJ here if my stuff it doesn't freak out. Yeah, that's all stretched out. We're not gonna be able to do that. So we'll go TV1 on it. I mean, this was close. I really thought Big Duke had this thing. Because he mirror drove him right down the backstretch, had him perfect, and then to just go flying after the finish. I mean, that is one hell of a race. As we'll go live and get some results up on screen. We'll see if my results play for me, and they don't. So, you know, obviously, like I said, RJ pulling off the win there over Big Duke by 0.002. Joe Sullivan's third, Randy Wood fourth, Alan Stewart fifth, Robin coming home sixth. She beats out Spicer for seventh. Who else we got? I wanted to see where Josh Cruz wound up 18th. So your pole sitter having a tough one. But all in all, I think it was some good racing tonight. Like, my God, that was
right there with Cruz dropping back to 18th. That shows you how vital it is, these pit stops.
Yeah. You got to hit them spot on, right? But you know, I
joined us.
We got the man, the myth, the legend. What's going on, buddy? Duke, you got us?
What's happening?
Did you let your heart rate come down after that one?
Oh my God! Yeah. Man, I got up to 146 beats per minute. It was what I peaked at.
Oh, I can imagine.
Solid sweat.
Yeah.
Oh, what a finish, bro! What a finish! I thought I had it. Man. Golly, I looked out of the mirror more the last two laps than I did the windshield the entire race, it seemed, man. Golly, and I thought I had it defended well, and then Joseph just got to me, and his momentum when he got to me was in a weird spot, the way he got to my bumper, and it just kind of, I mean, it wasn't nothing he did wrong, don't get me wrong, but it's just where he got to me and coming out of the tri-oval, it just didn't work out. And God, what a finish though! What a finish! Hell of a run there, RJ. That was great.
Well, we know coming through that tri-oval at full song, you get tucked up behind someone like that, these cars just plop.
Oh yeah, I dove down in front of him, but you could see it, dude. It just skated all the way back up. Like I was holding on to it. It was so much fun. It was too bad it turned out the way it did, but hell, it was a good finish anyway.
Well, because it was funny as the race was getting ready to go. I'm sure you heard, like, it seems like every time we talk about this specific race, you're always right there, and
yeah, I really enjoy this one, man. Yeah, I made this comment the other day in the Discord, dude. I enjoy this. I enjoy this race, this style. It's for whatever reason, I do good with it.
yeah,
Well, like I was talking to AJ before we did this one. It's not like there's one strategy that plays out to be the sole winner. We've seen the winner pit early on lap 3
Yep.
coming to 4. We've
Yep.
seen like you tonight, you pit last second, and we're still right there. So anyone's
Right.
got a chance. You just got to hit those marks right.
That's exactly. It's pit entry really is all it is, and the big thing is not sliding your tires, because you saw Keith. Hell, he looked like he'd just downloaded the sim getting off of pit road.
Oh.
Apparently, he spun out 2 or 3 times
yeah.
because he blistered his tires. He said getting on the pit road, and they had no grip. He couldn't go.
Oh, I'm not
When he
surprised.
tried to put some throttle to it, he said it just wouldn't go, and so he looped it there. But
Yep.
that's the biggest thing is, this there's no pit road speed, but you got to really be careful with that. You can't treat it. You gotta check up quite a bit.
Yeah, for sure. I just, it's definitely some wild racing tonight. We saw some guys move some guys. We saw, some really close racing, some pretty clean racing. Like we get one big one kind of all night.
It's
And
super speedway racing, man. It's
Oh,
3
yeah.
laps. You're gonna have it, you know what I'm
But-
saying? But you're right. I mean, overall, it's pretty. I mean, it's pretty good. This has been a really good series to see it grow and see the racecraft that's kind of coming out of it. It's more so than you would imagine a 3-lap shootout in Madness
Right.
series would be. But it seems like you were kind of getting used to each other as well. It's a lot of fun. I appreciate your help growing it.
Dude, it's been kind of wild to watch the numbers go up as we've been doing the broadcast so far. So I'm excited. I'd like to see this thing get 30, 40 cars out there. The amount of
Yeah.
chaos at that point is just going to be unruly.
Oh yeah, that's what I want. But see, that's where those 0x penalties bonuses come in. So even if you have a 0x with nothing else, you're going to get 40 points, which is just 10 points less than 15th place. So
Right.
that's where all that math came from. That oddball 39. There was a method there.
Yeah. Well, and it was funny too, because after Robin took like second in that second race and went upstairs and
Oh,
said,
that was a hell of a finish.
I was
too.
like, really? You don't like this car? She goes, well, and I had a 0x in both races. I was like, seriously?
Yeah. She'll be
Next,
back.
next thing, everybody's gonna start telling me, start taking lessons from my wife on how to drive
There
this
you
car.
go. There you go. But, on that note, though, I need to go. You guys have a good night.
All right, buddy. We'll catch you later.
Yep, see you boys.
All right. Well, that was Big Duke. It also, I was hopefully going to ask him on stream here, but I'll just get it out while we're sitting here. He's trying to get out to the finals for the NHRA stuff. He's got 4. Like if you look at the little icon on his screen or on the screen here, you see the hat that he wears. He's got 4 of those that he's going to auction off and get signed by each one of the champions. To cover him getting out there and going to those races. So definitely go over and check out his TikTok channels, Big Duke Sim Racing over on TikTok. It'll have all that info over there. But yeah, I mean, outside of that, Dennis, any thoughts on the night other than that?
Just like always, this is such a fun thing to broadcast. Amazing races. Every finish is always
Wild.
right to the end.
Wild.
So it's just so much fun. It's so much fun to watch.
Yep.
Me and you have raced in it a couple times. It's a blast to race in.
Yeah.
If-
yeah.
If you're not used to the 87s and you want to get track time, jump in
this
here,
is it.
run with these guys, learn the car. Even if you just ride in the back and learn something, you're going to take
Yeah.
something home.
Yep, for sure. So, all right, everybody. Well, on that note, we're going to go ahead and call it a night. Don't forget, we've got like I said, the fast car 1 year anniversary is tomorrow night. I'll see if I can't get old McKaylee up in the booth, at least for slow car, because I have a feeling he's either going to race it or he's going to race control it, one of the two. So we'll have that up. That'll go live probably about 6:35ish. We're gonna be rolling quick and keeping everything moving as much as we can with the longer races. So be ready for that. Then next stream for me will be this coming Tuesday. I'm working with the guys at Vidane. We're gonna try and stream it to his channel as well as mine. So that way you guys can find it easy enough, and I'll be on the call with that. And then we've got the NASCAR Throwback League on Wednesday night. Me and Dennis are going to bring you all the action. So you're not going to want to miss that either. But, just like every other night, we keep on trucking. But for me and Dennis up in the booth, we'll catch all you guys tomorrow night. Have a good night, everybody.